Greetings and salutations out there in the World Wide Web. Nivens here to get with you again with a weekly rock wind-up. I think there's a lot to be covered in this, so I'm going to break it down in about 4 or 5 different stories. But I'm going to put a blog with this time around because there's a lot. I mean, there's just a whole shit ton of rock news to cover. First and foremost, A Perfect Circle is back. They're going to be in a 5-city tour this fall: Phoenix, Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and 2 shows in Vegas. So if you're going to be out in the West Coast area, I would highly recommend checking that out. Also, if you're a fan of Jimmy Kimmel, they're going to be on it on October 27th. Alice in Chains plans a huge surprise for one lucky fan and all of their 19 stops right now. They started up the tour in Chicago this week, of course, with Mastodon and the Deftones. Keep an eye out for an envelope. You know, you're like, what? An envelope? Yes. Inside of that envelope will be an autographed set list from all the bands on the tour, plus a VIP laminate and a secret code. One of 19 different fans that find this envelope will win themselves a custom Gibson guitar autographed by everybody on tour, as well as a half-stack Marshall amp, which both of these prizes are valued at over $2 grand. So when they come through town on the 2nd of October out at Sandstone, be on the lookout for an envelope that's got a VIP laminate and autographed set list. I know it sounds strange, but I mean, this is just, dude, seriously, you know what I'm saying. Marilyn Manson back in the rock news this week. It seems that his movie that was supposed to be made about the life and times of Lewis Carroll is going to be subsequently shut down because the reviews from the trailer for Phantasmagoria, is that how you say it? Phantasmagoria? The reviews that came out for the trailer of Phantasmagoria, just the trailer, have forced the studio to shut it down. I put it up on a blog, not safe for work. Do not let your children see this. It's very much Marilyn Manson, so to speak. AC/DC, Iron Maiden, and Nickelback all up for Concert Tour of the Year, according to Eventful Inc. and Billboard. They'll be competing against the likes of Jay-Z, Tim McGraw, and Lady Gaga. Stone Sour frontman Corey Taylor taking us through a 5-part webisode, track by track, of every single song on the new album Audio Secrecy. That debuted number 6 on the Billboard 200. The last 2 articles I've saved, I think, are my favorite in this week's Weekly Rock Wind-Up. First, let's talk about legendary frontman Robert Plant, that little band known as Led Zeppelin. Seems that he's getting back together his pre-Zeppelin band, Band of Joy, that he started up with John Bonham back in the day, the late John Bonham. They're going to actually put out an album of new material once they get done doing an album of covers. I have to read this directly from the paper because it's way too funny. When talking about this, Mr. Plant said, quote, "It's all very well celebrating other people's songwriting, and I know there are artists who have actually built an entire career doing that, whether it be Elvis or Sinatra or whatever." Yeah, it's called a little band Led Zeppelin, you may have heard of. They borrowed a lot of music from the blues era. A lot of music from the blues era. Yeah, the levee breaks, a whole lot of love. But anyway, I digress. And in final news, I had to say this one because this is my favorite. After trying desperately to find his rock of love twice, and his tour bus of love, and backstage of love, and whatever else sort of love, Bret Michaels is going to have a new reality show next month. Life as I Know It will showcase him, his 10-year-old and 5-year-old daughter, and his on-again, off-again baby's mama. He'll be coming to town soon. Seriously, Brett, man, you're going to whore out your daughters, man. Like, you want to do it, that's cool, man. I have no problems with it because, you know, you got to do something to keep the whole poison thing going. But your daughters, they're 10 and 5. They'll probably be working the pole when they're 18. Again, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I do my best to try and keep you entertained. I'm going to, like I said, have a blog that's going to accompany this Weekly Rock Wind-Up video because this week there's just a whole bunch of news going on. Rob Zombie helping out with the home makeover edition. What else? Ozzy's back in the news with a bad back. And believe it or not, the new book that's coming out from Vince Neil from Motley Crue, Talk Smack on Sharon. Shocking, I know. So much more. So please read, comment, and respond. Thank you again. Peace!